Hello everybody, this is Dino Don here. This video is going to consist of two different things. The first item I want to talk about is my homemade CNC router. This machine is built completely out of 6061 T6 aircraft aluminum. It's got the linear bearings for the tracks, using rack and pinion drives on the X and Y with a 3-to-1 reduction. Now mind you, everything on this machine I built myself from scratch. The Z-axis is direct drive with a 5-start 1/2-inch threaded rod. I also have an air oil mister here with a small adjusting valve for controlling the flow of the coolant cutting fluid. Comes down to a little nozzle running a 1/4-inch roughing end mill. This is a Chinese 1500 watt spindle motor with a water cooled. I have proximity sensors on the X, Y, and Z for homing. In the back is my reservoir for the coolant fluid. I've got 30 pounds of air pressure coming in. The regulator drops it down to 20 psi, but maintains 30 psi on the coolant pressure. The coolant pressure needs to be a little higher than the air pressure for the coolant to flow correctly. Okay, and then you can see you've got a chain guide there. There's the home switch. Okay, the motor's controlled with a typical Chinese spindle. Now this drive is hooked up directly into Mach 3. So Mach 3, when I hit cycle start, automatically starts the motor at the correct RPM based on the G-code. G-code is generated with SharpCam software out of the UK. Very nice program. Okay, and then all my electronics for that are in here. Okay, now the project I'm working on right now is for my flying buddies. This is a propeller hub for my half-scale War Corsair project. This propeller will be cockpit adjustable, meaning it'll have an electric motor mounted in the top with a little gearbox, which hooks directly to the blades and allow me to change the pitch of the blades on demand while I'm flying. Now this is the front half that I finished machining up last week. It was all cut on this machine. This takes about it's a 5-inch spinner dome type assembly. This design I made based on the Hamilton Standard original prop for a Corsair, so it's eventually looks the same, very as close as I can get it. As you can see, this whole thing was machined, pocketed out with this setup. So this is the front half. I'm currently cutting the back half. I've got the first pocket started. I'm a 1/2 inch deep. It's got to go down to 1.5 inches deep, similar to this one here. This one got a straight wall. But anyway, it took an hour just to do the outside pocket. I ordered to do this pocket, and I got about 2 more hours to go to finish the roughing pockets. Then it's time for profiling. So this propeller will also be using warp drive blades. This is a standard warp drive propeller, except for the tips have been rounded off. Now these blades, when I bought them, warp drive rounded them for me. So these are probably the only warp drive blades you'll ever see from the factory that came with originally round tips instead of square tips. Okay, so the machine is all ready to go. All I need to do is cycle start. We'll turn on the air. Make sure we got some coolant coming out of there. Take a couple seconds to get the air pump, and we're ready to go. Once I start cutting this, it's going to get loud, so I won't be speaking anymore after this. So we're going to hit cycle start. Okay, it's telling me I need to do a tool change, which it's ready to go, so cycle start again. Spin the motor comes up online. Gets to my 12,000 RPM. Waits 10 seconds for the spindle to get to speed. And should come over and start the pocketing. It really gets loud.